So welcome back to Noble High School, and we are just minutes away from game two between Noble and Duncan tonight. Had quite a little rain shower and delayed us about 50 minutes between games, I think. And this is Randy Kersey at NobleBears.tv back here with Frank Solomon for game two. And looks like the rain is almost stopped completely. They were working pretty diligently out there on the field.
They put in the time and effort to get it ready to keep going, but with the forecast for the next few days with a chance of rain,
Right.
every day. So we need to try to find a way to get this game in.
Yep.
And obviously the importance of this game has been magnified after the results of the first game.
Right. So game one, the Duncan pitcher, Garrett, 11 strikeouts, 2 hits for the Bears, and shuts out the Bears 3-0. So Frank Noble's got to win this game by at least 3-0. And we found out the second tiebreaker is who is the second game.
That's correct.
Whoever wins game two, if the run differential's the same, will become the district runner-up and host the regional. So Bears got to score some runs and got to keep Duncan off the boards as much as possible tonight. And Bears sending out their ace, Colin Fisher. So he's the guy to do half of that.
Yeah.
Maybe the guy to do a lot of both sides of that, right? As leading the team in hitting as well.
No doubt. And this is what you want, though. We're here for a chance to finish second and be able to host a regional, and it makes it a much more doable road to get to the state tournament
Right.
if you're able to host.
Yep.
It's hard to beat somebody twice at their place.
That's right. And and we believe we'll probably end up if we don't win this game, we're probably going to end up with either Piedmont or
Carl Albert.
at their place,
Yes.
depending on how those two games come out today. Right now, Carl Albert winning game one, 9-5 last time I looked against Piedmont. So Colin Fisher on the hill, he'll getting his warm-up tosses, and Bears will defend it as expected and as we have most of the year. Colin Thomas at third, Kaysen Anglin back at short. Kaysen pitched a fine ball game in the first ball game. No earned runs given up, but 3 unearned runs, and takes the tough loss there. Jake Williams moves to second, it was Weston Randolph at second base, the freshman. Jake Williams moves to first base, where Colin usually plays when he's not pitching. So Jake, that utility guy we talked about,
Yes.
moves to first. Golish in left, Carey in center, and Devin Knight in right. And for
Trevor Hand behind the plate.
Yeah, Hand behind the plate. So Colin's finished his warm-up tosses, and we're about ready to get underway here in game two. And Brookshire stands in the second base, playing second base today. Played right field in game one. The pitcher for Duncan is going to be Giles, who played second in the first game. So Brookshire in from the outfield, and he swings through strike one from Colin Fisher. So hopefully we can keep the rain at bay. It rained pretty hard there for about 30 minutes, and field held up pretty nicely, I think.
It did. It still looks good.
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Fisher misses outside. Fisher working quickly as always. Curveball fouled up the third base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, let's get through this first inning unscathed.
Yep.
Set the tone for game two.
That's right. Come out swinging. Ball misses away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brookshire. And that's a swing and a miss strikeout. Out number 1 for Colin Fisher. So Colin coming in, Frank, is just freaky numbers.
Aren't they?
On the mound. So he comes in here 6-1. This is his 11th game on the mound, his 9th start. 6-1 with 1 save. There's the first pitch to Ramirez. He misses away. 1 ball, no strikes. 6-1, 1 save, 4 complete games, 3 shutouts, 41 innings, a .75 ERA.
Say it again.
.75. So
that's impressive. I don't care who you are.
And probably even more so. 81 strikeouts, now 82 after that first. There's a long fly ball down the right field line, and it is foul. That might have left the yard. No,
he got
Fisher got it, or Devin Knight got it up against the fence there. So Ramirez a long strike, swinging late, but he got a hold of it pretty good. But 81 strikeouts in 41 innings coming in.
Two
an inning. Only 11 walks. Hit one guy. Feel sorry for that guy.
Yeah.
And so Colin Fisher, senior lefty, 2-1, curveball. I think if Hand catches that, he probably gets that call.
He might, yep.
So 3 balls and a strike.
We do have a different home plate umpire
That's
for
right.
game 2.
Yep.
We'll see what his zone's going to look like.
Yeah, the 3-1 pitch, and there's a little looper into right field. Knight is there and takes 2 or 3 steps in and gets it for the second out. So 2 outs, and that brings up Barham, the shortstop. Barham in game 1 was 0 for 3, did reach on an error. Hit a couple of hard grounders to third. Colin Thomas made some nice plays on him. I don't know that he'll get around that much here. Ball 1.
Yeah, I'd be ready if I was first or second baseman.
Yeah. Fisher deals high fastball past him. Just hard to lay off of that one. May not have been a strike, but it just looks pretty good up there. Fisher getting it and firing it. Curveball. He works quickly.
Coming. That's right. You got to be ready.
He works quickly. When he gets the ball, it doesn't take long to get it on the way, and it don't take long to get there once it's on the way. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Barham. That one goes to the wall.
Here we go. Out of balls again.
Yep. Well, it's going to be a challenge keeping them dry.
Better get a lot of rubbing dirt over there.
Yep. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Barham with 2 out here in the top of the first. Bears need to win by 3 to advance to host a regional. And there's a curveball in on the hands, shallow left field. And good job. Carter Golish comes in, calls off Anglin. Looks like Anglin was going for that, but he was really going to have a tough play. And Golish kind of trots in, calls him off the last minute, makes the catch for the 3rd out. So no runs, no hits. No errors, nobody left on. After the first half inning, it is Duncan nothing, Bears coming to bat. And we'll be back here at noblebears.tv after this.
Sports Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Security needs to be at the top.
So welcome back to Noble High School. We're going to the bottom of the first in game 2 of the doubleheader here between the Bears and the Duncan Demons. And Duncan went 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. And that brings the Bears up here in the bottom half. And Bryson Carey will lead it off. Bryson 0 for 4 in game 1. On the mound for Duncan in game 2 is Giles. Played second base in the first ball game. He misses low for ball 1.
You know, Randy, it appears that all 4 of the top teams in our district have a solid number 1 after what we've seen.
Right.
It's going to come down to who has the better 2.
Yeah. 2-0 to Carey. Well, and Elgin's got two quality starters. Kid that Fisher beat for Elgin. I mean, that
Right.
was a shutout, 0-0 through 6. Strike one to carry, 2 balls and a strike.
And
There's
then
a
the one that
chopper
beat us.
back to Giles, and he tosses easily to first for the first out.
And Lawton Mack has a good one.
Lawton Mack's got a
Number
good
one.
one, but really kind
Right.
of falls off after
Right.
that. So 1 out, and that brings up Weston Randolph. Randolph came into the day hitting .322. He went 0 for 3 in that first game, and he takes strike one. Of course, a lot of Bears went 0 for in that first game. No balls, 1 strike to Randolph. There's a ground ball to second in the hole. Brookshire over and makes the play. 2 outs. Brings up Colin Fisher. Colin had the first Bear hit in game 1. He was 1 for 2. He also walked. Was stranded in the 6th after a leadoff walk. So the wind is practically nothing. When we came here today, Frank, started game 1, it was blowing pretty hard right to left, but that flag is limp out there. Of course, it may just be wet.
Wet and heavy now.
Yeah. There's ball 1 on the outside corner, just off the outside corner. 1 ball, no
That
strikes.
was a pitch game 1. I mean,
Yeah,
that was a strike game 1.
It was more than once. Yeah, well, he talked himself into it. That was, I think,
Which
1
one
and
was
1.
better?
Yeah. Giles, a right-hander, misses with that curve. Up and away. Here's the pitch. And there's a hard grounder to Brookshire at second, who snags it and throws him out at first. And so 3 up, 3 down for Duncan in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base after 1 complete. We're scoreless. Going to the top of the second here. And we'll be back at noblebears.tv after this.
Top of the list when it comes to your family, home, and lifestyle. We offer advanced systems that provide a secure connection to dedicated professionals who can dispatch first responders at a moment's notice. Your system will feature an easy-to-use touchscreen that intuitively makes operating your system as simple as 1 touch.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving upskills to doers just like you for over 100 years. But this ain't.
So welcome back to Noble High School, where the Bears and the Duncan Demons are locked 0-0 here in game 2 of this doubleheader. Colin Fisher gets set for his second inning work on the mound, and Bernard, the first baseman, stands in, left-hand hitter. He takes ball 1 away. So 2 quick innings for both teams in the first. There's a strike in the outside corner. Warner tried to check his swing. I'm not sure if he was a strike because he went or a strike because it was a call.
Based on the others, I think it was a strike.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad call right there too. Strike 2. That ball's clearly low and away. We're going to take it.
They both like that outside. I guess
we're owed to
we're seeing
those.
it.
Yeah. And there's a little chin music.
Back up.
Say, don't lean out there on that. That's my
plate.
That's my half of the plate outside.
Mm-hmm.
That was the old Bob Gibson 1 ball, 2 strike fastball.
That's right.
So 2-2.
Might be backing off on this one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He froze him, didn't he?
Comes with the hook and just broke his
Yeah.
knees.
Yep.
Started
You
it
knew
at
that
him
was
and
coming.
started it at him and broke it over for the strikeout.
That's
so,
almost not fair.
yeah.
Yeah, 90-plus mile an hour chin music.
Right.
He'd come back with a hook.
Yeah, Colin, I think, just clocked lately at about 92 on that fastball, and he's got his curveball may be his best pitch, Frank. He
And
gets that one
two
in.
kinds.
Yeah.
Really.
There's a hard grounder to Randolph at second. Bobbles it momentarily, but recovers for the out. 2 down. Brings up Giles, the pitcher for Duncan. On deck for Duncan is Cross, the third baseman. Giles was 0 for 3 in game 1 and takes ball 1 away. And there's a strike on curveball, 1-1. And I tell you what, the sky's a little bright up above,
It is.
Frank.
It,
Sun's
yeah, got
trying
a little
to.
bit of sun out.
Yeah. There's a ball sliced down the right. It's fair. He sliced that one just inside the right field line into the corner. Knight down there to grab it, and Giles slides into second with a double. Good piece of hitting there. Went with the pitch.
Went with it. Yep.
Just dropped it in there just inside about 5 feet fair down that right field line. So 2 out. Brings up Cross. Cross, the third baseman. He was 1 for 3 in game 1. Hit an infield hit, so didn't actually hit a rope right at Carey. So as we talked about that, evened out. He hit a chopper that he beat out for an infield hit. Didn't hit it all that well, but hit in the perfect spot. Then hit an absolute seed to Bryson Carey, who didn't have to move for it. So 2 out here in the top of the second. Duncan threatening with a man in scoring position and swinging a foul off there. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. 2 out here in the second. There's that curveball. Strike 2. Dropped it right in there.
It almost looks like they don't know.
Yeah.
You know, they see that heat and they come back with that curve and they're like,
Well, and when they swing, they're so far ahead of it. And he's got a good straight change, too, that we saw him go to last week against Elgin on a couple of guys that, got around on his fastball. There's ball 1 outside. Got around on his fastball, so the second time up, he throws them 3 straight changes, and they about screw themselves into the ground so far out in front of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a chopper back to Colin, who takes it, tosses over to Williams for the 3rd out. So runner left stranded at second. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. And going to the bottom of the second, Bears coming up. And they will send Knight, Anglin, and Hand up here in the bottom of the second. Scoreless in game 2 today. I'm Randy Kersey with Frank Solomon. We'll be back after this.
Your great Grammys of Pop Pop Tech School. Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself. Sir, you okay? Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do, do you. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit GoPioneer.
Welcome back to Noble High School. Randy Kersey with Frank Solomon. Bears coming to bat in the bottom of the second. We're scoreless in game 2.
It's good baseball today, Randy.
Yep.
Both teams have played solid baseball except for the boots
Yep.
that we had in game 1.
Had some errors on the Bears. 4 errors in the first 2 innings. That turned out to be the difference in the ball game.
Yep.
As Duncan gets their 20th win of the year in game 1 today here. So they're 20-9. Bears 22-9. Devin Knight, big curve, doesn't quite break much there. It's high for ball 1. Devin 0 for 2 in game 1 today. A couple of strikeouts and a walk. He takes high ball 2. 2-0 from Giles, the pitcher for Duncan. High ball 3. You know, Duncan very likely will not. I mean, they're probably not going to let. You know, we talked about they don't have maybe a real solid number 2. Not that they're not good pitchers, but nobody stands out. Misses up and in.
Right.
Ball
like
4. And so they may let us see 3 different guys, you know.
Or more.
Not letting our hitters see a guy for this, you know, certainly for the 3rd time and maybe not even for the 2nd time in some cases.
Well, I mean, the season comes down to this on the hosting, so use everybody you got.
Yeah, you want to hold Noble down. I mean, you may not score much, if any, on Fisher, but you sure want to hold Noble down and not lose by 3, right?
Exactly.
So here's Anglin. He does not have the bunt on, and he takes strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike. Knight at first after drawing the leadoff walk. Case and Anglin in. Anglin moving toward him in the box there. And he does try to lay that down. Pulls back, I think.
Yeah, he didn't make contact.
Didn't make contact, so it's going to be a wild pitch with Knight going to second. 1 ball, 1 strike. And so Duncan appealed to the field ump, and the field ump said no, he didn't touch it. So now he don't have to bunt.
That's right.
1 ball, 1
scoring
strike.
Position.
Yep, with Knight in scoring position. He takes strike 2. Good spot there.
That was a good pitch there.
Yep. And again, Duncan's first baseman in on the grass, Frank.
know.
I don't understand
I know.
that. Yeah,
They've
left-handed
done that
hitter
both
up.
games.
Yeah, left-handed hitter up. You'd think you'd want some depth there to have a little range. Curveball misses badly. 2-2.
I think they just concerned about him possibly trying to lay the bunt down, even with 2 strikes, I guess.
I mean,
There's no other reason to play that
That just
shallow.
really cuts your range down on a
sure it
ground
does.
ball over there. Makes it easier for one to get through. Ball misses away.
Big pitch now.
Yep,
Full count. Nobody out.
Nobody out, hand on deck.
How deep or how close Kaysen is to the plate. He's standing
Yep,
on top of
he's
the
got
line,
his
trying to protect
foot
that
on that.
outside edge.
And he does
Out
by
of play.
fouling that out of play down the third baseline. So we'll do full count again.
I think that's a result of the umpires calling that those pitches. I mean, look at him. Look where
Yep.
his toes are.
Yep.
I'm not sure that's even legal to have.
Well, I
them
think you have
across
to
the line.
you have to be just part of your foot has to touch the line. There's ball 4. And that may be part of what he's doing too there. You crowd that plate, you
Right.
make it harder for that guy to throw a strike. But I think the rule is if any part of your foot is in contact with any part of the white, you're in the box. Now, you can't step on home plate
Sure.
and have the back of your foot on the line. But if any part of your foot's on the line, you're okay.
Trevor's hit the ball hard, but
Yep.
nobody out in first, second. You going to sacrifice here?
No, I think you got to let Trevor hit. From my opinion, he was.
That's why we're up here. Isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm not sure Trevor knows how to bunt. I mean,
Well,
probably doesn't get called. Probably in his life hadn't been called to bunt too many times, but he is, and he gets it
Hey,
done.
look
Look
at
at that. Atta boy.
no credit for Trevor.
All right.
Attaboy. TH.
Lays it down.
And well done.
Yep. So Bears get them at, isn't that the case, though? Most of the time, your better hitters are also your better bunter. There's a reason for that.
Exactly.
They have the hand-eye coordination.
Hand-eye coordination goes together.
That's right. So Hand, I think that might be his first bunt of the year, Frank.
Very good one, too.
Uh-huh. So runners at second and third, 1 out.
Look at here. We got infield.
And they have pulled the infield in. They know they're not going to get many runs, likely, so they're trying to cut it at the plate. Colin Thomas needs to hit the ball on the ground here.
Just get it in play, and you've got a chance of getting it through with as tight as they are.
Colin, when he's swinging well, keeps it on the ground and hits line drives, but he tends to pop up a lot. I think overswinging, and you just don't want to overswing here. Just put the barrel on it. He fouls that back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Golish on deck, and Jake Williams in the hole with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Big curveball misses high.
It's not snapping like the
No.
guy in the first game, is it?
No, it's not snapping. No, he's not getting much bite on it. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out here. Bears threatening with runners at second and third. Ball's up and in. 3-1. So Giles
3-1,
pitching with a knee brace out there, Frank, and he's missing high a lot.
He is.
It's hard to bend over and pull that ball down. So there's ball 4. So they are loaded now.
Only 1 out.
And 1 out, and that brings up Golish, who hit the ball on the nose a couple of times.
Yes, he did.
Actually, 3 times in game 1. He was 1 for 3.
Got robbed.
And got robbed on a ball that a normal center fielder, it would have been a double on.
Yep.
But Ramirez ran it down, and he hit the ball hard to dead center his 3rd time up. So he's seeing the ball well today. Infield still in, Frank, coming home.
Yep.
High ball 1, you wondered if they'd back off and try to turn 2, but they are.
1 run, they know.
I mean, that shortstop is
he's tight,
he's 2 steps in on the grass there. There's a strike. Good pitch, 1 ball, 1 strike to Golish. Just 1 out. There's a chopper 2 short, and he comes home, and they got it. Nice play.
Yep.
Both by the shortstop, who backhands it, was on his knee and
Threw him out.
slung it to home, and then the catcher, nice stretch there as the ball was a little bit up the first base line, but he kept a foot on and grabbed it, and gets the force.
Big out for them.
So Golish reaches on the fielder's choice, but Knight is forced at home for the 2nd out. And so now Anglin at 3rd. Swing and a miss from Jake Williams, the senior 9-hole hitter. So there, Jake trying to do a little too much there.
Yeah.
Head flew out, front shoulder flew out. Don't need a grand slam, need a base hit.
Now he's in a hole.
Yep, 0-2. Again, front shoulder, front side really flying out.
Come on, Jake. Get it
Stay
in play.
with it. Take it to right.
Yep.
Runners will be moving on contact, so anything into the outfield is probably going to score 2 because Thomas can run at second. There's a hot shot up the middle, and that's in there.
It's in. Here
Atta
he
boy.
comes, too.
1 run is in. Thomas coming around, and he
Got
will
him.
score. Atta boy, Jake Williams.
Jake Williams. Solid up the middle.
Clutch 2-run single, and the Bears take a 2-0 lead. So Golish has to stop at second. And so 2 outs and runners still at first and second. And that brings up Bryson Carey, top of the order. Bryson grounded out to the pitcher his first time up.
It was a great job by Jake. 0-2.
Yep.
You know,
And you know, you could tell he cut his swing down
did.
there, Frank, and
He
just
did.
put it in play and shot it through the infield.
Great piece of hitting.
Bryson chops
out.
one up the line, tries to get out of its way to keep it fair, but it goes foul. So Bryson just missing the ball a little bit tonight. He's just tapping it and hadn't really hit it solid. Same thing, you know, just need a base hit that's going to score a run. Golish can run out there at second. Anything into the outfield is going to give the Bears another run here. No balls, one strike to Carter Golish.
No, Bryson.
Bryson Carey. Carter on second. And there
Look
you
at there.
go. And, oh, nice play.
Nope.
But not in time. Not in time. Nice play there by the shortstop, but just
Very
he was
nice.
laying on the ball. He couldn't get it out of his glove. So that's going to be an infield hit for Bryson.
Yeah, that's not an error. That's a hit.
Golish has to stop at third. Williams moves to second, and so they're loaded up now for the freshman Randolph. Randolph grounded to second his first time up. 2 out, 2 in here in the bottom of the second. Again, Bears need to win this game by 3 or more. And it's probably early to be talking that way, Frank, but that's just
You
the
know
truth.
what? It is what it is, right?
When you
Is
get a
what they
chance
say?
to score runs, you got the bases loaded, you need to do it, right?
Yep, that's right.
In a game
Two-
like
two
this.
out base hit.
Yep.
Good
Ball
eye.
bounces. Good stop back there by the catcher.
You know, Duncan's played some really good defense in both games.
1 ball, 1 strike to Randolph. Pogue, the catcher back there. Yeah, 1 goes to the screen. There's another run for the Bears here. So Pogue doing a good job. Curveball misses high. 2 balls and a strike.
He's not able to throw that curveball for a strike right
Yeah,
now.
he's really not. And I just wonder how much that knee brace is having to do with that. You really got to get over the top and down in front on that curve. There's a line drive down the right field line. It's in.
That's 2
1
more.
run will score. 2 runs. Williams comes in to score. And Randolph's got a base hit. And it's 4-0 Bears on a 2-out, 2-run single there by the freshman Weston Randolph. Carey moves to third. And
Good job of Weston. Just get it in
attaboy.
play.
Just again,
Yeah.
put the barrel on it.
Like 2 in a row.
Yep.
Just get it in play.
So,
Good things happen when you put the ball in play.
So a senior and a freshman
That's
with
right.
2-run singles
right.
here, both with 2 outs, Frank.
Yep, that's right.
So Bears.
These are the ones we didn't get in game 1.
That's right. That's right. So
Gonna
Coach
have-
Oliver out to talk to
We'll
his
see a
pitcher,
change, I
and
think.
yeah, I think we got a change here coming as Giles just working behind in the count a lot and really not able to do anything over the plate except that fastball, and that catches up with anybody.
Yeah, and then we got started
Unless you
sitting
throw
on it.
92.
Unless, yeah.
And sometimes even then.
Even then.
Against a
I
good
mean,
team, yeah.
Their hitter hit a solid one off
Yep,
Colin
yep.
into the right field corner.
So new pitcher, and I don't know about these newfangled uniforms,
Yeah, I can't
Frank.
even see their number.
Yeah, you got.
That red does not stand out on the back.
He kind of looks like the first baseman. So we'll see. We may have to.
11,
Number 11, I
11.
believe that is the first. That's Bernard. Yeah, the first baseman in to pitch here after 1 2/3 innings from Giles. So Giles will either move to first or move back to second. Don't know. We'll see how they line it up. But Bernard in. Looks like he throws a little harder.
Mm-hmm.
Bears up 4-0 here.
Little curveball there.
Yep. So Bears will have them at first and third. 4 runs in here in the Bears' second. All of them coming with 2-out hits. 2 2-run singles, one by Jake Williams, the senior, and one by Weston Randolph, the freshman. So, and Colin Fisher coming up.
And now I guess to see the righty.
You can see the rider, and he throws a little harder. And, you know, frankly, Colin hits the ball
He does.
better off of,
He
of
does.
a little harder thrower.
Stay within himself.
Yep.
Get a good swing.
So Bernard comes in, and it looks like they're just swapping the first baseman and the pitcher as Giles moves to first base now. And Colin Fisher stands in, and look at where the center fielder's playing, Frank.
He's he's almost can reach
mean-
out and
I mean,
touch the wall.
I mean, he's
deep.
halfway to the county line out
He's
there.
deep.
And right field the same, so everybody really deep.
Left field.
Left field is
standing on the.
right. He could reach up and touch the scoreboard. So Fisher stands in with runners at the corners and 2 out. Fastball gets
That's high.
away, and here comes, there'll not be a throw as Carey comes in and scores on the wild pitch. And that's 5 runs for the Bears, 5-0 Noble now here in the bottom of the second.
5 more than we had the first game.
5 more than we had the first game, and 2 more than we need if we hold this lead.
Oh no. We need more than that. We
Yeah.
got to keep
That's
the
right.
pressure on.
That's
We're
right.
not content.
Yep. Leave no doubt.
That's correct.
So now Randolph on second, and there's ball 2.
I don't know about you, Randy, but I'd be putting Fisher on first base right now. If
Yeah, I'm a
Duncan.
little surprised
I would
that
not be pitching to him.
exactly. Yeah, I'm a little bit
First
surprised.
base is open.
Yeah. 2-0, and that one's in the dirt. 3-0, and I sure would now. I mean,
Yeah,
you're not
absolutely.
I mean,
You're going to
just-
groove one?
Yeah, just say go on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little surprised that Coach Oliver's not doing that. Because you got to come, unless it's just one of those intentional walks, and most high school pitchers
Right.
aren't savvy enough to get that done. But so he does miss there with ball 4, and we got him at first and second for Devin Knight.
Courtesy?
Courtesy runner is Jackson Steely coming in for Fisher. So Bears have batted around here in the second. Knight led this off with a walk, was ultimately forced at home, and Duncan for a minute looked like they were going to get out of this, Frank. But
Yeah, they
after
did.
that play on the force out was really
It was
good
a nice play, too.
Yeah,
A nice play by Duncan, but the Bears came through with, like you said, two key, 2
Yeah.
out hits.
absolutely. So 2 on, 2 out. Bears already up 5-0 here, bottom of the second.
There's
And
another
he
one
bounces
bounced.
another one.
Mhm.
So ball 1 tonight. So again, Randolph on second and Steely on first. Courtesy running, and there's swing on a
That was in the dirt, too.
Yep. Just a little anxious there. Gotta get a pitch to hit here, Devin.
He hadn't-
He can really put the hurt on him here with a hit. One ball, one strike. And curveball, swing and miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, don't
Cut
need a
it down, get
3-run
in
homer.
play.
Yep,
Yep,
just
yep,
put the
that's
barrel
right.
on it here. Devin's a strong enough kid, too. If he just puts a barrel
Sure.
on it, it's going to find its way through more often than not. One-two pitch from Bernard, and swings and drops it, but tags him for the out. So I'm not sure that Devin swung at any strikes
No,
there,
no.
Frank.
Wasn't his best at bat.
So, but
We'll take the 5
Bears
spot.
take 5 runs there that inning on 3 hits, aided by 4 walks, and leave 2 on. But after 2 complete, it's Noble 5, Duncan nothing. Going to the top half of the third here. Duncan will be at their 8-hole hitter Lynch, the DH, and Sands, the right fielder, and then back to the top of the order. We'll be back at noblebears.tv after this.
.com for more information.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to.
So welcome back to Noble High School, where the Bears lead at 5-0 here in Game 2 over Duncan. Duncan took Game 1 3-0. So Bears in favor right now on the run differential, Frank.
Yeah, you got to look at it that way, and it's really a 2-0 lead, not a 5-0 lead, because we have to win by more than 3.
Yep. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Like to see that. Grounder to Anglin, who tosses over and throws out Lynch. So that we want Collins' pitch count to be plenty for 7 here.
Yes.
And more if need be.
Or however long it takes.
Right. So 1 out brings up Samuels, the right fielder. 9-hole hitter. Ball 1, and I tell you, you don't see an up flinch much.
He jumped on that one.
That's kind of one of those, I'm not sure I can see it, but I can hear it. It sounded like a ball because it hit the ground. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
We'll have to get on to Trevor. He must not trust Trevor back there.
I guess.
Good catcher takes care of his umpire.
That's right. There's a curveball, misses up. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss
pitch.
on a low and in fastball. Yeah, really bore in on the righty there.
You better get up there ready to swing against Fish.
Strike 3 on the fastball. A little away that time. 2 out. Strikeout number 3. The thing about even if Colin didn't strike out a lot of people, working quickly helps you so much defensively.
It does. It keeps you in the game. A lot of times you get guys that throw so many pitches and throw so many balls, you get lackadaisical.
And a lot of time between pitches, and your feet get dead out there trying to play defense.
Yeah.
There's 2 quick strikes.
Colin wouldn't need a pitch clock, would he?
No. How do you like the pitch clock so far?
What?
Have you watched any games?
I haven't watched a full game yet, but I read the research so far. It's 37 minutes shorter.
Yeah.
I feel like that's got to be a positive.
I didn't think I'd like it, and I do. I've watched about 3 complete games, and it's amazing how much of a difference it makes. Well, strike 3 on the curveball freezes Brookshire for strikeout number 4. So another 3-up, 3-down inning for Fisher.
He's on his game today.
And, so Bears lead at 5-0, going to the bottom of the 3rd over Duncan. And Bears going back to work. It'll be Anglin, Hand, and Thomas. We'll be back after this.
Treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns.
Welcome back to Noble High School, where after a pretty good little rain delay, Looks pretty good out there, Frank.
Yeah, it's
good night for baseball.
yeah.
Cool, but no wind at all. Bears leading here in the bottom of the third, 5-0 coming to bat. Cason Anglin will lead it off for Noble. Cason walked in the second, came around to score.
Appears the dugout spirits have switched.
Yeah.
You know, we saw a lot of cheering and yelling out of the Duncan
Yeah.
dugout earlier, and now that's gone to the Noble dugout.
And there's a high ball one from Bernard, who's the second pitcher.
I think we got to be patient with this guy, make sure he throws strikes.
Yeah, he didn't come in throwing a lot of strikes, and we kind of helped him a little there. And the ump helped him a little there, so 1-1.
The proverbial outside low corner, isn't it?
Yep. 1-1 to Anglin, bottom of the third. And there's a sharp grounder to first. Giles backhands it, and he'll take it himself for the first out. Brings up Trevor Hand, who laid down a nice bunt with runners at first and second, nobody out. Got them both over in the scoring position.
Think he caught him off guard?
Yeah, I think he did.
I thought that catcher can't run. He can't.
Well, I think Coach Oliver was thinking like this guy here announcing the game here, who said, "There ain't no way they're bunting Hand." Ball one.
And he did a nice job of it.
He did it. Yeah. So one out here in the bottom of the third. Strike one called. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, I would take every time until you get a strike against this guy.
Yeah, I think so.
Just automatic take.
Curveball misses away. 2-1. Thomas on deck, followed by Golish and Jake Williams. There's a chopper to second. Brookshire has it. Throws over for the out and 2 quick outs. And that brings up Colin Thomas, who walked to load the bases his first time up. Came around and scored on, after the Bears had already taken a 2-0 lead, he came around and scored on the 2-run single by Weston Randolph to give the Bears a 4-0 lead. And he takes low, ball 1. And he takes high. High and in, ball 2. Here in the bottom of the third. Bears up 5-0. There's a swing and a ball into right. It's going to be a foul ball, but a nice play out there by the right fielder, who came a long way to get that for the third out. Right fielder out there is Samuels. Makes a really nice running catch there for the third out. So, Bears, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on there in the third. We're going to the top of the fourth. Bears leading at 5-0. This is Randy Kersey with Frank Solomon. We'll be back after this.
We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Security needs to be at the top of the list when it comes to your family.
Welcome back to Noble High School, where the Bears lead Duncan 5-0 in Game 2 of this doubleheader. And Colin Fisher has allowed only one runner. It was a double back in the second. And so leading off is going to be Ramirez, the center fielder, here in the Duncan fourth. And that ball misses up just a little bit, ball one.
Pretty darn good pitch, though.
Ramirez fly to right his first time up. He takes down and in on a breaking pitch. 2-0. And there's a swing and a miss on a fastball that was just, well, it sounded like a strike, Frank. That's all I can say.
You give it a good rip.
Yep. Swing hard in case you hit it.
That's right. There's another one.
Strike two on the inside corner there, 2-2. Leadoff man here in the fourth for Duncan. And there's a breaking pitch, and he's way out in front. Strikeout number 5 for Colin. Brings up Barham, the shortstop. Barham flied to left, a shallow fly ball that was kind of in no man's land there. He takes
good curveball.
Strike one, curveball there that Anglin went out on, but Gollish called him off. And there's that change, Frank.
Yep,
it tails
right.
away.
Out.
It tails away from that right-hander. And he's way out in front. No balls, 2 strikes.
Now you got to get ready for the heat. High heat. Whoa.
Just off the plate.
Woo. Colin didn't think so.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Barham. And that fastball is fouled straight back. We'll do 1 and 2 again. 1 out here in the fourth. Bears up 5-0.
Seeing some umbrellas go back up, Randy.
Yeah. And there's a change again, Frank. And, oh no,
gosh.
Threw it away. So strikeout.
Threw it
Barham's going to make it
Threw it
to
into right
second.
field.
Hand
Yep.
throws it high. So an error on the catcher there. So it's a strikeout number 6, but an E2.
I'm wondering if that rain.
Yeah, umbrella's coming back
because that
up.
ball was in the dirt. Trevor may not have. I'm not defending him, but could have. Because as we were watching that pitch, I saw umbrellas pop up across
well,
here,
just
and I
in
looked
front
out.
of us, there's some umbrellas up, and
I mean, look in the lights right here.
yeah,
it's pretty solid rain at the moment.
So that brings up, with runner on second, brings up Bernard, the pitcher, and check swing. And I don't know if they're going to call that a strike or not.
Ball's getting wet.
Yeah. So we had a pretty good first 3 innings where the rain pretty much stopped and might be coming back a little bit now, maybe a little bit of more of a drizzle maybe than. So I don't know what the call on that was. They haven't, and so ball 1, ball
Umpire's
2 inside.
jumping.
Yeah.
He's really jumping around back there.
2 balls and no strikes to Barnard. The Parham had moved to third on that wild pitch. There's another one, gets away, and it's 3-0. So Colin needs to settle down just a little here.
Yep.
3-0, 1 out. Bernard struck out his first time up. There's a fastball, strike 1. 3-1. Barry and field back, of course. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Colin trying to call him all the way back here. Colin on the hill saying, let's go. Bernard not sure he wants to get in the box, but he does. 3-2. Curveball.
Wow.
Wow. Set him up really nicely there.
3-0 and
strikeout
battle
number,
back like that.
Strikeout number 7 for Colin Fisher tonight. And so 2 outs. Barham on third and Pogue up.
That's another gear, Randy, when you
Yeah.
do that. You know, he looked terrible on those first 3 pitches
Yeah.
and then came back with 3 great pitches.
Just toying with him.
Yep.
So Pogue grounded to second his first time up, and he takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Fastball. The ball's 1 strike, 2 outs, strike 2 on the inside corner. And Pogue yet to offer. It's the 0-2 pitch, and he misses up and away. Kind of a waste pitch there. Don't want to give him something fat, 0-2.
No.
We'll come and get him here. And he fouls that back. Fastball again. So he's sitting there waiting for the he's perfect for that curve or that changeup right here, Frank.
Yes, he is.
And there's the curve, but it doesn't bite. 2-2. And Colin wants a new baseball. I need one. Give me one with a little higher seams.
Yeah, Gaylord Perry wouldn't be sending that ball back.
Nah, he'd just be.
So this kind I like.
He'd be holding it outside his glove and everything. 2-2. Fastball swinging, gets away from hand. Here's the throw down, and this one's on the money.
There we go.
So Fisher strikes out the side. Actually, strikes out
Struck
4.
Out 4 that inning. Yep.
Which is probably some kind of world record, at least a tie. So no runs on no hits. There was 1 Bear error and 1 man left on base, and we are going to the
bottom of 4.
Bottom 4. I'm distracted because Coach Oliver is talking to the first base umpire something about Colin coming set. So I think he's saying that Colin's not maybe coming set on his stretch, which is a balk if you don't come to a stop.
It would be a balk.
So hopefully the Bear Brain Trust saw that conversation just like me, because I am certainly not part of the Bear Brain Trust. And maybe we'll address that. Or even better, we just don't let anybody else get on base. How's that?
Well, there you go. You know, when you're down 5-0, you're looking for anything,
That's
any little
right.
thing to try to get a competitive edge. And,
Yep.
hey, if we can shake up and rattle their pitcher a little bit, then let's do it.
His head a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep. So
they may not know who's on the mound for us,
Yep.
though.
Just good gamesmanship.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, you know, sometimes you do stuff like that. You just make a guy mad. And
Yeah, maybe he'll overthrow now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can do that with Colin.
Yeah, he's pretty.
He's a pretty humble fella.
Yep. Pretty calm out there. So bottom of the 4th here. Bears up 5-0 again. Bears need to win by 3 or more to advance and host right here in Noble, a regional for the 3rd year in a row, Frank? Did we host 2 years ago?
I'm trying to remember this time with COVID and
Yep.
post-COVID. It's
Yep. Well, I
it's
know we
hard to
hosted here last year because we ended up beating Bishop McGuinness.
Yes,
And
last year.
2 years ago, I think we ended up. I think Lawton Ike was here, and
3 years ago is when they made us forfeit or
right
cancel the season.
Canceled the season after about
second week in March.
2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Carter Gollish will lead it off here in the bottom of the 4th. Carter reached on a fielder's choice. He's the one that grounded that ball to short, where
On a great play.
Parham made a great play to get him at first.
At home.
Carter hit the ball well in game 1 for 3. So looking to get us started and tack some on here for the Bears. And there's ball 1 here in the 4th. Swing and a miss. Swings through that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looked a little ahead of it.
Yeah. I'm thinking that might have been his change of some type.
Misses away, 2-1. So second Duncan pitcher of here in game 2. Bernard. Swing and a miss there on a fastball, 2-2. And there's a base hit up the middle. He hung that one a little high, didn't he, Frank? And
left it out over the plate.
Golish jumped on that for a solid single into center to get the Bears started. And that brings up Jake Williams. And I don't know, I've watched Jake pretty much every game the last 2 years. I didn't see that many games 2 years ago. I don't know how much he played 2 years ago, but he ain't ever had a bigger hit.
You're right.
Than that
That's
two-run
exactly
single
right.
to kind of break the ice tonight for the Bears after being shut out in game 1.
Absolutely. Great piece of hitting by Jake previously. Let's let him get another one here.
Yep. Golish with good speed. Might see a little hit and run. They're going to bunt, but he pulls back, takes ball 1. So not a bad play to have him bunt. Jake's a good bunter. And he's fast. You got to play it clean or he's going to be on first. So third baseman is in on the grass over there, and he squares the bunt and pulls back again for ball 2.
That'd be even better if we could just coax a walk out of him.
Just walking, yeah. Cross in on the grass at third, and 2 balls, no strikes. Jake squaring early, and he then goes to the screen.
Ball 3 and a pass ball.
So Golish heads down to second on the wild pitch. So now 3-0. And do you bunt him to third, Frank?
Well, I wouldn't on 3-0, but maybe on 3-1 you
3-1,
yeah.
I'd make him throw a strike. Maybe fake a bunt, square around, and mess with him.
And we'll
ball
walk
4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Now
you can.
As the Duncan coach here, that drives you crazy.
Absolutely.
They're trying to give you an out.
And
you
won't let them.
They're not gonna hit the ball out of the park on you if you hang one down the middle of the plate and you can't throw a strike. That drives you nuts.
Well, we talked about it last week too with how much harder it is to bunt the curveball rather than the fastball.
Yep. Yep. So Carey up, and Carey a good bunter,
Yep.
and I wouldn't be surprised to see a bunt here. And I don't know why we have a runner at third.
Well, Coach England's trying to steal a base.
Trying to steal a base. He's saying, "Hey, you can call timeout." I've seen
Hey,
that happen before.
Why not? Give it a shot.
I've seen
Give
that
it a
happen
shot. All they
before.
can do is make it go back.
Yeah.
Not a penalty.
So interesting. Now third baseman deep. First baseman's in, but he's always in.
Yes.
They're not expecting a bunt here, I don't think.
Oh.
And it's a strike, but a pass ball moves the runners to second and third. So ball 1, and that was
no bunt now.
Yeah, that was a breaking pitch.
Yep.
So no balls, 1 strike to Bryson Carey.
We need to let Bryson get one in play.
Yeah, bunt's off now. So Bryson singled last time up. One for 2 today. No balls, 1 strike. Nobody out here in the Bear 4th. There's a shot up the middle. Infield was in.
2 more.
And that's going to score 2 more runs.
Oh, no.
They hold him. Well,
maybe a good idea.
Yeah, Ramirez has got a gun out there.
Yeah, he does.
So that's a good
and a good center
job.
fielder. We've seen him make more than one play.
But an RBI single for Bryson Carey makes it 6-0 Bears. So Williams moves to third, and Carey now at first with his second hit tonight.
Coach England's an aggressive coach, so for him to put up the stop sign.
Well, you got nobody out there.
That's
You
right.
don't have to take that chance.
Don't do it.
You just don't have to take that chance. You're coming into the heart of your order, and hey, just let these guys go to work with the bats. You're going to get him home from third anyway if these guys do what they
one way or the other.
Yep, what they can do. Be interesting to see if Carey runs. Randolph squares, and he pops that foul. So trying to maybe a safety squeeze there, or just trying to move Bryson over with nobody out. Which is probably not a bad idea to get second. Although, you get second and third here,
Then
they're
you're
going to
gonna
walk
walk him.
They're going to walk Fisher.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think you just stay where
Yep.
you're at and swing. But again,
We're up here.
we're up here. And Carey goes, and they throw behind
Nope, he's there.
to third, and Williams alertly back. So Bryson gets a stolen base, and that was a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Randolph. So now if Randolph can
Base
get a
hit.
hit, he had a 2-run single last
That's right,
time
he
up,
did.
right into right. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And he taps that one foul toward the first base dugout. And he's behind 1 and 2. So if Duncan is able, and Duncan's got the infield in again,
Oh, yeah,
Frank.
they have to.
They had the infield in on Carey, but where he hit that ball, that's a
Yeah, that was
single even
straight
if
for
you're
them.
back.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
so yeah, it was a good solid hit. There's a chopper to Parham again, and they got him. Good job blocking the plate there. And Jake, I don't even think he ever touched the plate, Frank.
I don't either. Like we said, Duncan plays good defense.
Yep.
That's shortstop and catcher once again. That's 2 they've gone down at the plate.
So Randolph reaches first on the fielder's choice. Carey moves to third. So first and third now, 1 out as Williams is cut down at the plate. And yeah, boy.
Here we go. We're gonna throw to him.
Well, first base is not open.
I know,
but still, I would probably. Well,
we're gonna be unintentional again.
Yeah. Just be careful here. If you're Duncan. First pitch, Fisher grounder to second. That could be 2. There's 1. Parham and Fisher beats it out.
Another run.
And that drives in Carey. So Fisher on the fielder's choice gets another Bear RBI. So Randolph's out at second for the second out of the inning. But the Bears have 2 more in here in the fourth, and they now lead at 7-0. And Devin Knight at the plate with Fisher at first. So good job just putting the bat on the ball and getting a run home.
Absolutely.
And hustling down the line.
Yeah. Didn't take it for granted. Busted his tail and got there and beat it out.
So Knight 0 for 2. He has actually 0 for 1. He walked in the first.
Like to see him be a little more
Takes
disciplined.
ball 1. Yeah.
This time.
Struck out last time up.
Just relax. Have fun and hit the ball.
Yeah. So Jackson Steely, again, courtesy running it, foul out of play down the right field line. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1, 2 out, and Jackson Steely on first over there for Colin Fisher, running for Fisher. Bear cleanup man Devin Knight, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's
a good pitch there.
That was a good pitch to hit too. Boy, that was up, and 1 ball, 2 strikes. So I'm surprised Devin didn't unloading on that. Throw him another one just like that. Here's a 1-2 pitch, and that's down in the dirt, and he goes after that one and strikes out. So Knight strikes out for the second time tonight. That's the third out, but the Bears get 2 more runs on 2 hits and left 1 man on base. And after 4 complete, Noble leads Duncan 7-0. So we'll be back here at NobleBears.tv after this.
Family, home, and lifestyle. We offer advanced systems that provide a secure connection to dedicated professionals who can dispatch first responders at a moment's notice. Your system will feature an easy-to-use touchscreen that intuitively makes operating your system as simple as 1 touch.
It's state-of-the-art security that fits into your lifestyle and your life. Give us a call today to learn more.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving up skills to doers just like you for over 100 years. But this ain't your great Grammys and Pop Tech school.
Welcome back to Noble High School. Colin Fisher has finished his warm-up tosses, and we're going to the top of the fifth. The Bears leading 7-0 over Duncan here in Game 2 of this doubleheader. Leading off will be Giles. Giles, number 27, the first baseman. He doubled, the only man to reach base, or the only hit.
Base hit.
Yeah. He takes strike one. Runner reached base in the last inning on a drop third strike. And fouled straight back. No balls, 2 strikes. Colin Fisher, the senior, dealing out there. And ball's low and away. 1-2 to Giles. Cross on deck, followed by Lynch, the DH, for Duncan here in the fifth. There's a little tapper up the line. Keep it fair. Come and get that.
Jake didn't come get it.
Come and get that and just tag him,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Got to charge that harder. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Colin wants a new.
Yeah, and it's a little wet after rumbling through the grass.
Yeah, and Ump handed it to Hand, who
He
dropped it and picked it up through. I guess it didn't get a lot of water on it. But we think it's stopped raining here. The umbrellas are no longer out in front of us anyway. So maybe we'll get the rest of this in without too much trouble. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Giles. Leadoff man here in the fifth for Duncan. Giles kind of reached out and poked it down the right field line for a double for the only hit. And there's
Not
a
this
swing and a
time.
miss. And that was some kind of that was a breaking ball. That
Yeah,
didn't look
little
like his
off-
regular curve.
Well, some kind of
Maybe a
off
slider or
speed, though.
something really bore in on his hands there.
Started out over the middle. Giles thought it was going to be there.
9th strikeout for Fisher.
Strike one.
Strike 1 on Cross, the third baseman. And he swung at that.
Sure did.
And Ump was paying attention. No balls, 2 strikes.
Still a little worried about this home plate umpire. He sure is ducking.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know if it's Colin's reputation because he's not wild.
No.
Why it's causing him to duck on so many of these pitches.
Apologize to-
Self-preservation, maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Our scoreboard is not working on the screen. I can't update it, but it's 7-0 Bears. Scoreboard shows 5-0, but when I go to update, I'm getting an error message. So
It's the weather. Let's blame it on the weather.
yeah, water got in the
That's right.
Google site. There's a foul ball back. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Cross. Bears up 7-0 in the top of the fifth with 1 out. Here's the pitch, and that's a little
Cue
off
shot.
off the end of the bat to Jake Williams, who handles it unassisted for the second out of
2
the inning.
quick outs.
That brings up Lynch. Lynch grounded to Anglin. His first time up to lead off that third inning. Lynch, the DH for Duncan. First pitch is strike one at the knees.
Wish people knew how hard it was to stand in there against this.
Yeah.
He's just throwing.
And boy, that swing right there,
defensive.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, I know I'm supposed to swing, but oh my gosh, just don't hit me. No balls, 2 strikes. And there's another one, and another one gets away from hand. Long throw, and another one gets away. This time, Knight.
Devin got him back up.
Backed it up, and so another strikeout, the 10th for Colin Fisher, but the second that has gotten on base.
Did that one bounce too?
Because of throwing error. No.
I didn't think it did. It just got by him.
Yeah. It's just kind of is another one of those defensive awkward swings. I think it just got in Trevor's line of sight or something, the bat. And so 2 out. And there's
strike one.
No, he called it a ball.
Oh. How?
I don't know. Samuel's up.
Looked pretty good from here.
Yeah. Curveball, strike one. Was that a swing?
Well,
or just kind of a
halfway attempt?
I mean, it looks like he's swatting at flies. I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of the kid.
You're not.
But it was an unusual baseball swing. We'll just call it that.
It was not a baseball swing.
Now, that was a baseball swing,
the second
but
one,
he comes up with nothing there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Again, I think they're just guessing right now. They're just guessing.
Yeah. Fisher in command for sure. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So strikeout number 11 on the night for Colin Fisher, and Duncan goes in the 5th. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 man left on base. So Bears batting now in the bottom of the 5th, leading at 7-0, and the Bears will be at 5, 6, 7 in the order: Anglin, Hand, and Thomas. And this is Randy Kersey with Frank Solomon, NobleBears.tv. We'll be back after this.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself.
Sir, you okay?
Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do, do you. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
So we're back in the bottom of the 5th here. Bears coming up, leading at 7-0 here in Game 2 of this doubleheader with Duncan. Bears need to win by 3 or better to advance and host a regional. And sitting pretty right now, but a ways to go yet.
That's right.
More work to do.
That's right. Still 6 outs for Duncan.
That's right. Can't get overconfident here.
Nope.
So here's Anglin. And got to remember, Duncan is a defending state champ. So those kids got some heart.
They know how to play.
Yep. There's a little pop-up into shallow left. And overrun there by the left fielder. And it's down. And we're going to give Case and Anglin a home field double.
Hometown scorer. I like it.
I don't think he touched it, so that's a double, right?
That's how they call it.
That's right.
Exactly right.
He lost it in the sun.
Should have been made.
He lost it in the sun, Frank, and that is a double.
All right, we'll take it. Kaysen will appreciate that.
So that brings up Trevor Hand, who laid down a sac bunt and then grounded to second. Bears up 7-0. They've got their leadoff man on second. Hand came into tonight hitting .397. And there's a chopper over the mound, and Nice play there by Brookshire coming in to grab that and throw on the run, but
sacrifice basically.
A productive
right?
out,
Yeah.
and that's that's what you want. Moves the runner to third with just one out, where a fly ball will score him. And here comes Duncan in again.
They have to.
Yeah, they've got to try to avoid a run rule, and they've got to try to find a way to score some runs and hold the Bears from scoring any more. They've got to get it within that 3 margin.
That's right.
And there's a pitch on the
way
outside that is called strike one. That way out
way
there.
Wide.
Yeah, that was. I'm not even sure that it was over the line in the batter's box, Frank. I think that was inside the line. There's a chopper to third. Gonna be coming home, and
safe.
He got a hand in.
Yep.
Anglin.
Yep.
The throw beat him, but Anglin with a really good slide slid outside the baseline and reached his left hand back in.
Was that not ball game?
No, it's 10.
It's 10.
It's 8 in tournaments.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So that's the 8th run. So that's going to go to as a RBI there for Thomas, putting the ball in play. Good things happen. And the 8th run for the Bears. So now 1 out and Thomas at first. And Golish up. Golish 1 for 2. And there's a...
That's going to maybe fall.
No, there's that
there's that center fielder
that
again.
darn center fielder out there. He's not getting any Christmas cards from Carter Golish, I'm telling you.
No, he's not.
So that's a fly out to center fielder Ramirez, who can flat go get it.
Carter needs to find that center fielder before he swings.
Yeah.
I mean, look at him. He's shading a little bit towards left center.
Yep. So that brings up Jake Williams. Jake singled and walked, drove in 2 runs of the first 2 Bear runs. So 2 out. He takes strike 1 from Barnard. No balls, 1 strike. Breaking pitch catches the inside corner. 0-2. Well, 0-2, Jake's got him right where he wants him.
That's
right.
where
he,
Come right.
That's where he was with that 2-run single.
That's right.
Swung
Not this time.
off the plate there. Strikeout for the 3rd out. But the Bears get another run in. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors, 1 man left on base. After 5 complete, Bears lead at 8-0. We'll come back for the top of the 6th and be at the top of the order for Duncan with Brookshire leading it off. So we'll be back here at NobleBears.tv.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care.
Some of those swings.
Yeah. Welcome back to Noble High School, where the Bears are leading the Duncan Demons 8-0 in the second game of this doubleheader. Duncan took game 1 3-0, but the Bears coming back strong, needing to win by 3 or better to end up claiming second place in the district play, and they're sitting pretty right now. But work to do, as Duncan is a defending state champ. And they're not going to go down quietly if they can't help it. There's a first pitch swing, grounder to Randolph at second, 1 hopper, and over to first. Brookshire is retired.
5 outs remaining for Duncan. So
Yep. So Randy Kersey here with Frank Solomon, and Frank and I were talking at the break there, Frank. Fisher, 11 strikeouts, no walks, 1 hit. 3 base runners, 2 of them on drop third strikes.
Yeah.
There's ball one.
I don't know if I've ever seen a score line like that.
Well,
Two guys.
yeah,
I mean, you do see it every now and then
yeah,
on drop third
yeah.
strike. The ball gets away, but two, not normal.
And some of that's the weather. It's a little moist
It
tonight.
is.
A couple of bad throws down to first, but yeah, we were joking that maybe it's a better strategy for Duncan to strike out to get on first base than it is to try to hit the ball, because of their three runners, two of them have come that way. There's a good curveball in there.
And we have seen some defensive swings.
Yeah.
They're guessing. They're just having to guess.
One ball, one strike to Ramirez, the center fielder, who there's a good pitch on the outside corner for strike two. Ramirez, again, not going to get any Christmas cards from Carter Golish this year, as he's robbed him twice. And there's a error on the shortstop angling. So the fourth base runner, 3 by error for Duncan. And that one was hit pretty well, but
really Casey would tell you he should have made that play.
Got to make that play. So Ramirez with good speed on first, and three-hole hitter Barham up. Barham has flied to left, struck out, but reached on one of those drop third strikes his last time up. He takes high for ball one. Barham, the shortstop's made a couple of nice plays too.
Very
cut
much
Bears
so.
at the plate, or this would be worse than 8-0. Ball down and in. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, that's very true. I mean, Duncan's made a lot of defensive plays that have kept them from being over.
Well, we'd have run ruled him by now if it wasn't for those 2 plays by Barham. There's a fly ball to center. Carey is right there for that, and he makes the catch for the second out. So 2 out with Ramirez still at first and Barnard, the cleanup batter, and the current pitcher stands in for Duncan. He has struck out both times up today. Ball one outside.
His last at bat was one that Colin fell behind 3-0 and was missing badly.
Yeah, really wasn't even close to the plate, and then just boom, boom, boom. That's it. Swing and a miss, way behind. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, I don't know. Coach Shane Fisher was coming out there a little bit, and umpire called timeout and pointed at him to get back in the dugout. I don't know. He was yelling instructions to Colin. Boy, that pitch just misses in.
Wow.
2 balls, 1 strike. Barnard. Another swing and a miss, that time on a curveball. The bottom just fell out. 2-2. So he's way behind on the fastball, and he misses the curve by a foot. If you're Barnard, you're like, what do you want me to do? You don't even know what's coming, and it doesn't really matter maybe. Ball outside. Runs the count to full. And Colin hadn't had a lot of full counts tonight either.
Not.
I think this is the third full count. And swing and a miss. Fastball down and away. Strikeout number 12.
See the frustration on Barnard's face, too. But I'm sure he's not the only one that's felt that way against Colin.
So no runs on, no hits, 1 error, 1 man left on base for Duncan. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. The Bears will send the top of the order up, Bryson Carey. Bryson 2 for 3 in this game. And we may have some change. I don't know. We have some changes here for
cards
Duncan.
out, don't they?
Yeah. Coach Grant Oliver coming over to talk to the home plate ump. He's got a smile on his face, probably like, what would you tell my guys to try to do? So new pitcher out there.
25, I
number
believe.
25.
I don't know if you have that one or not.
I don't. I think we can probably figure that out here. Number 25 coming in to pitch for Duncan here in the bottom of the 6th.
Looks like Barnard's gone back to first.
Yeah.
Looking for Giles. I don't see him yet.
Yeah, Giles may be out because
I don't see the knee
Brookshire's
brace.
still at second.
Yeah, Giles may have.
So Colin Fisher now at 93 pitches on the night and with an inning to go. So he's going to finish this thing. I'm confident.
That would be our desire, I would think.
Yeah. Number 25 for Duncan is Atticus Booth.
Okay.
That's a good name. I like that. Atticus.
I feel like that was in a movie.
I believe so. Atticus Booth on the hill coming in for Duncan here in the Bear 6. So, again, Bryson Carey will lead it off. He's 2 for 3. Scored a couple of runs, has driven one in. He'll be followed by Randolph and Fisher.
We got texts coming in from the cheap seats.
Oh, yeah?
You might be able to catch a fish, but you can't hit a fish.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for that submission.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I'm on the Chris Blank text line now.
Yeah.
Let's start over,
Carey.
Carey.
Leads it off.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hey, 2 runs, and
Yeah,
we
2
don't even
runs.
have to let them bat, Frank.
That's correct.
So here comes Booth. Carey takes high ball 1. So new pitcher here. Looks like maybe a youngster.
Yeah, a little difference in speed, too.
Yeah. And
Now
fouls
play.
that back, 1-1.
Well, he does look young, though, doesn't he?
Yeah. We'll probably be seeing him 2 years from now. Maybe 3.
Yeah, very much could be a freshman.
That ball's low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two 2-1 pitch. Carey fouls that one back. 2-2. So Duncan shading Bryson a little bit to left center out there Ramirez, although it doesn't matter. He can run and get it wherever.
Yeah, he doesn't care. That one's
Yep.
down the line. Foul.
Yeah, that is going to drop. Stayed in the field of play, but unable to get to it was the left fielder out there. And that is Garland. Garland, the left fielder for Duncan today. He's not batting. The DH is hitting in his spot. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bryson Carey. And he swings it, curveball breaking down, and he's thrown out at first, so first out of the inning. So Bryson 2 for 4 likely finishes his second game today.
Certainly hope so, don't we?
Yeah.
If he comes back around,
Yeah, then we
it's
got
not
bigger,
a good sign.
We got bigger problems
That's
than
right.
him striking
That's
out.
right.
So that brings up Randolph, who looks like reached on a walk his last time up. And that ball was way down and way out, but it's strike 1.
Blues are getting tired.
Well, yep. Ball 1 away. So Randolph with the 2-run single there brought in Bears runs 3 and 4 in that big second inning. Really turned the momentum of the day.
It did. It did. 2 2-out singles, like you said,
Yep.
by a senior and a freshman.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the Bear 6. Swing and a miss. 2 outs, 2 strikeouts for the Atticus Booth, the third Duncan pitcher of the night. And right about now, Coach Oliver's saying, why wasn't he the second Duncan pitcher of the night? But here's Fisher, and he chops one foul. So Colin grounded out in the first, walked in the second, hit into a fielder's choice, but drove in a run in the fourth. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and he misses up. 1-1.
Kind of a herky motion there by Booth on the mound.
Yeah, it's
Gonna have to
almost
work
like
the
he
timing.
hangs his heel, and it comes through funny. It doesn't. The timing looks off. And that ball is hit a ton.
That's deep.
And way back to the fence, and it is
jump.
gone. A home run for Colin Fisher, his 10th of the year.
Ramirez
And,
couldn't track that one down.
No, he jumped.
He did. He went
If
over
there was
the
no
top.
fence there, he might have caught it.
You're right.
Frank.
You're right.
Yeah, but
he jumped high too.
yes.
Great effort.
So a 2-out homer for Fisher. And boy, that's a great way to cap off
Isn't
a
it?
great night for the senior.
Absolutely.
So Bears now lead it 9-0.
As the little guys,
And Atticus Booth, the youngsters out
the
there.
little guys on chase looking for the home run ball.
Yeah. So the upperclassmen coming in and giving him a pat on the back saying, hey, that's happened 9 other times
Yeah, exactly.
this year. It's
You're
not
not
just
the first guy.
It's not just don't feel special
That's
here.
right. That's right.
And there's high ball 1 to Devin Knight. So it'll be nice to see Devin get untracked here.
Yeah, he
He's
really needs to get some positive.
0 for 2 tonight. Did walk in the second. And he takes strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's another one you'd like to see him getting after there. Yeah, he pops that one up. Just a little out in front. One ball, 2 strikes to senior Devin Knight. And he fouls that one back.
Pitcher went down. Hung his heel somewhere.
Yeah. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the Bear 6. 9-0 Noble. Here in game 2 against Duncan. And that ball well outside, and that's the old 55-foot curveball. It didn't quite make it 60 feet, 6 inches.
No, just a little short.
2-2. And there's a chopper foul outside third base line. And we'll do 2-2 again with 2 out here. Oh, fouls that off. That was a ball.
Off his hand, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Devin's scuffling a little tonight up there. 2-2. That ball clearly inside. Need to get him unleashed before regions.
Absolutely. Another bouncer.
Yeah. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's a chopper to Parham at short. Nice play.
It's a good shortstop, isn't he?
He's a good player.
Yep, he is.
That's the 3rd out, but the Bears get 1 more run on the Colin Fisher home run.
Let's finish it here.
So we're going to the top of the seventh. Duncan down to 3 outs, trailing 9-0. They need to get 7 runs, basically, to win the evening, basically, here, even if they don't win this game, to host the regional, because it's coming down to the run differential, and the Bears, of course, losing the first game 3-0, but winning here 9-0 in the second. Colin Fisher on the hill. He's only given up 1 hit tonight. He has struck out 12. And Duncan is at their 5, 6, 7 in the lineup. Pogue, the catcher, will lead it off, 0 for 2, ground out and a strikeout. Giles is set to come up second. Now, he may stay in as a DH.
He may have.
But he has doubled, the only hit tonight, off Colin Fisher, and then he struck out his last time up. And then Cross, the third baseman, who is popped up to first and grounded out to first. So Colin Fisher has not walked a batter. He's only given up 1 hit. And here we go. 3 outs for
Top of the
the
seventh.
regional
That's
host.
right. Let's stay at home.
Yep. And there's strike 1. Pogue, the catcher, grounded to second and struck out in his 2 times up. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. Big sweeping curve. 0-2. Swing and a miss on a fastball that just blew it by him.
It's a good way to start the top of the
Yep.
7th.
1 out.
Set number 13.
So number 13 is, or actually the hitter now is, this is Giles' spot, but it
That's,
looks like
Booth.
this is Booth.
Yep.
Hitting for Giles, and he fouls the first one off. Curveball just misses outside, 1-1. And that one's fouled toward the third base dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch, swing and a miss. On off speed, looked like a breaking pitch there. And that's strikeout number 14. So 14, I think Colin has struck out 14 2 or 3 times this year, Frank. I don't think he has struck out 15 this year. So
All right, let's do it.
could be a new
Let's
high
do it.
here. And Cross, the third baseman for Duncan, who has not struck out tonight.
All right. Foul 1.
He fouls 1 back. He popped to first and grounded to first, unassisted, and his 2 times up. So he's put it in play both times, which has got to feel like a victory for you.
Absolutely.
Breaking pitch misses high, 1-1. Curveball in there, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Finish it right here. Don't mess around.
High ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cross. Lynch on deck. Maybe kind of hoping he doesn't have to come up. And swing and a miss. Strikeout number 15. So Fisher strikes out the side in the 7th. Number 13, 14, 15. Bears win it 9-0. And Noble will be the District 5A2 runner-up. and we'll host a regional here a week from Thursday, I believe.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Something in there.
Yep.
So end of next week.
Yes.
So the Bears will have a couple more ball games, just kind of tune-ups, non-conference,
You bet.
non-district.
Got to keep playing. Everybody sharp.
Playing Putnam City, I believe, Thursday night, which will be senior night.
Weather dependent.
Yep, right.
With the forecast.
And then Friday, they've got Lone Grove coming in, which is a really good 4A program, which is kind of doing the same thing, just want to stay sharp. And that's a ball game that you'll probably see the Bears pitch a lot of different guys. Probably not Colin, and probably not Anglin, but although they could get an inning there.
Well, with today and then not pitching again until next Wednesday, you're right. They may want to get
so they probably will get them an inning or so in.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe a ball game there Friday where, maybe use 5 pitchers even. I mean,
exactly.
So it's not one you're necessarily. I mean, you want to win them all, but
sure,
it's not that big a deal. It's more about, hey, get some good cuts at the plate and get your pitchers some work and play good defense and get ready for regionals.
Look at all those Duncan kids asking, how am I supposed to hit you?
Yeah. So regionals will be those pairings will probably come out Sunday. Frank, is that?
Well, as soon as all the district games have been
okay.
Then we'll know exactly.
Could be as early as Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, they're scheduled for Thursday through Saturday. A lot of schools have gone to Wednesday to start because of the ability to have a weather day in there,
right?
And not to have to finish on Sunday.
Probably not a bad idea.
So, at this time of year especially.
Yeah. So could be next Wednesday. Could be next Thursday.
Or Thursday. Yes.
And but the Bears will have 2 more home games this year scheduled. Again, weather permitting, Thursday and Friday of this week. So Bears win it 9-0 in Game 2. A fantastic performance by Colin Fisher. He goes to 7-1 on the year, strikes out 15. That gives him 96 for the year, Frank.
That's correct.
And outstanding performance.
96 and 47 innings.
Yeah. And the Bears bats come alive there too, and that was good to see.
And and it started with those two out hits by Jake Williams and Weston Randolph.
Yeah, when frankly, we're sitting here wondering, gosh, are we going to get it going tonight offensively? Because we sure didn't in the first game, and we're sitting there with the bases loaded, but we had second and third with 1 out. And then you have a strikeout, and then you're like, I don't know. But then 2 big hits there by Williams and out of the 9 hole.
Right.
And then Carey walks, and then Randolph, or actually Carey singled, didn't drive anybody in, but moved them up, and then Randolph a 2-run single.
Yep.
So that got the Bears rolling up 4-0 there in the second. They ended up scoring 5 in that second inning.
Never look back.
Yep. Tapped on 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and then the long home run. Colin Fisher putting an exclamation point on the evening with a homer, his 10th of the year. 2 more RBIs gives him 44 for the year. And we got a decent amount of baseball to play. So
absolutely.
So thanks for joining me again, Frank.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you helping out.
Yep.
And
it's been a good night.
Yeah, good night for the Bears. And rain held off for us. And so we're going to be back. We'll be back here Thursday night for senior night. And I don't know the start time on that, probably 5:30.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
So 5:30-ish. So start looking for us a little before 5:30 on Thursday, again, weather permitting. And we'll be here for that game as well as the game Friday afternoon at 1. So with that, we're signing off. This is Randy Kersey along with Frank Solomon from Noble Bears TV. And Bears win it 9-0. We'll be seeing you later this week. Thank you, Frank.
Go Bears.
We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maple